Dune.
It's breathtaking.
The story that's captivated audiences and inspired the sci-fi genre for generations. Today we're diving deep into the universe of Frank Herbert's Dune series, specifically the first two novels, Dune and Dune Messiah. We'll explore the intricate plots, the underlying themes, and how they translate onto the screen. So grab your spice and let's get started. First, let's set the stage. The Dune Saga unfolds in a distant future where interstellar travel is common and planets are ruled by noble houses. The central planet of this saga is Arrakis, also known as Dune, which is the only source of the universe's most valuable substance, the spice melange. Spice extends life, expands consciousness, and is essential for space navigation. But Arrakis is more than just a resource. It's a harsh desert world inhabited by giant sandworms and the Fremen, a fierce and resilient people. The events leading up to the novels involve political intrigue, betrayal, and complex dynamics of power within the universe. House Atreides, led by Duke Leto Atreides, is assigned to govern Arrakis, displacing their rivals House Harkonnen. This shift is fraught with danger, as the Harkonnens are determined to reclaim their lost power, setting off a chain of events that will change the course of history. Now, let's discuss the recent resurgence of Dune in popular culture. Denis Villeneuve's two-part adaptation of the first novel has garnered immense acclaim, showcasing stunning visuals, an all-star cast, and a pretty faithful representation of Herbert's complex narrative. The first film, released in 2021, covers roughly the first half of the novel, ending just as Paul Atreides begins to embrace his destiny among the Fremen. This adaptation has introduced a new generation to Herbert's work, rekindling interest in the source material. In the first novel, Dune, we follow Paul as he navigates the treacherous landscape of Arrakis. After the Atreides family is betrayed by the Emperor and the Harkonnens, and Paul's father Duke Leto is killed, Paul and his mother Lady Jessica flee into the desert. The desert is unforgiving, filled with giant sandworms that can consume anything in their path. It's here that they encounter the Fremen. The Fremen are not just survivalists, they have their own rich culture, beliefs, and customs that center around the harsh realities of their environment. The Fremen begin to recognize Paul as the prophesied figure known as the Kwisatz Haderach, a messiah-like savior capable of seeing into the future. This prophecy is significant as it reflects the deep-rooted spirituality of the Fremen and their belief in a coming leader who will liberate them from oppression. Lady Jessica, a member of the Bene Gesserit sisterhood, has also trained Paul in their ways, enabling him to access extraordinary mental and physical capabilities. In the second half of Dune, Paul rises to power among the Fremen. He embraces his destiny as their leader and adopts the name Muad'Dib. With the Fremen's help, he orchestrates a revolt against the Harkonnens and the Emperor. Paul's journey is marked by intense battles, complex political maneuvering, and his growing awareness of the cost of power. The climax of the novel is intense, as Paul uses his prescient abilities to navigate the political landscape and confront the Emperor himself, leading to a dramatic showdown that changes the fate of Arrakis and the entire known universe. One of the most compelling aspects of Dune, though, is its exploration of themes such as destiny, power, and ecology. Paul's internal conflict revolves around the burden of prophecy and the moral implications of his rise to power. He grapples with the fear of becoming the very tyrant he seeks to overthrow, a theme that resonates deeply with both readers and viewers of the film. The novel presents a cautionary tale about the dangers of fanaticism, the exploitation of resources, and the consequences of imperialism. There are some notable differences between the book and Villeneuve's film adaptations, though. The films do an excellent job of capturing the grandeur of Herbert's world and the intricate details of the story. However, some argue that the films condense certain plot points and character developments for pacing. For example, the films focus heavily on the visuals and action sequences, while the novel delves deeply into Paul's internal struggles and the political machinations at play. Key moments in the book, such as Paul's training with the Fremen and the philosophical discussions surrounding the spice and its ecological significance, are explored more in depth in the text. Now, let's delve into Dune Messiah, which serves as a direct continuation of Paul Atreides' journey. Set approximately 12 years after the events of the first novel, Paul has ascended to the throne of the known universe as Emperor. However, his reign is marked by unease and the repercussions of the jihad he initiated, which has led to widespread bloodshed and a fanatical devotion to his rule. At the start of Dune Messiah, we find Paul struggling under the weight of his own prophetic visions. Despite his monumental victory over the Harkonnens and the Emperor, he is haunted by the potential futures he foresees, futures that often lead to catastrophe. The Jihad, an Imperium-wide war solidifying Paul's rule as Emperor, while successful in establishing his power, has also birthed a legion of fanatic followers who carry out brutal campaigns in his name, claiming to spread the truth of his vision. Paul's attempts to instill a sense of governance and justice are continuously undermined by the fervor of his devotees, reflecting the complexities of wielding power and the chaos it can unleash. One of the central conflicts in Messiah is Paul's struggle with the role of being a ruler. He has become a godlike figure to many, yet he grapples with the moral implications of that status. He witnesses the suffering caused by the ongoing jihad, leading him to question whether he truly is the hero everyone believes him to be. Paul embodies the archetype of the tragic hero. He's aware that his rise to power may ultimately lead to a dark legacy. This internal conflict is a recurring theme, forcing readers to confront the harsh realities of leadership, the nature of sacrifice, and the fine line between heroism and tyranny. Paul's relationship with Chani, the Fremen woman he loves, becomes more complex in this novel. Although he deeply cares for her, his role as emperor creates a chasm between them. They eventually have 2 children, Leto II, who becomes the future god emperor of Dune, and Ganima. Paul's sister is Alia Atreides. She is the daughter of Duke Leto I and Lady Jessica. Alia was born with extraordinary abilities due to circumstances of her conception. While in the womb, she was exposed to the water of life, a substance that granted her the consciousness and memories of her ancestors, making her a very powerful figure. Alia plays a significant role in Dune Messiah, influencing the political landscape and the events surrounding Paul's reign as emperor. A group of conspirators, including the Tleilaxu, attempts to kill Paul using a stone burner, a device that emits a powerful blinding radiation. The blast doesn't kill Paul, but severely damages his eyes, rendering him blind. Ironically, while he loses his physical sight, his prescient abilities remain intact, allowing him to see futures beyond the physical realm. This transformation deepens his internal struggle. He grapples with the paradox of his blindness, an impairment that highlights his vulnerabilities even as it enhances his prophetic vision. Paul's loss of sight serves as a powerful metaphor for his disconnection from the physical world and the burden of his prophetic insights. As he navigates his reign, he becomes increasingly aware of the limits of his power and the dangers of relying too heavily on his visions, reflecting the theme that foresight does not equate to control over fate. Another significant character introduced in Messiah is the Ghola Duncan Idaho. Originally a loyal swordmaster for House Atreides who died in the first novel, Duncan is resurrected as a Ghola, a clone created from the cells of Paul's deceased friend. However, this version of Duncan lacks the memories of his past life, making him a blank slate. As the novel progresses, fragments of Duncan's memories begin to resurface, leading him to question his identity and purpose. This theme of memory and identity is crucial in the novel as it explores how the past shapes the present and the implications of artificial resurrection. In the end, Paul's journey is marked by profound transformation and sacrifice. After being blinded by the stone burner, he discovers that his prescient abilities have increased, but this power comes at a cost, as Paul increasingly feels trapped by his role as emperor and the heavy consequences of his reign. Ultimately, Paul decides to walk out into the desert in exile, a profound act of rejection, not just of the throne, but of the destructive legacy he feels ensnared within. He chooses to walk into the desert, embracing a fate similar to that of his father. For the Fremen, entering the desert is a solemn tradition for those who wish to die, a way to accept their fate and find peace away from the burdens of life. By adopting this path, Paul not only acknowledges the weight of his own choices, but also seeks redemption, hoping to escape the cycle of violence he has perpetuated. As the story concludes, questions linger about Paul's legacy and the future of his children, particularly Leto II, who is poised to play a pivotal role in the unfolding saga. Both Dune and Dune Messiah explore profound themes that resonate with readers and builds a highly intricate world with rich characters and a narrative that's not only engaging but also thought-provoking. As we look toward the future, the Dune universe continues to expand with exciting adaptations on the horizon. Denis Villeneuve is set to bring Dune Messiah to the big screen, promising to delve deeper into Paul's complex journey and the consequences of his rise to power. Additionally, the upcoming TV series Dune Prophecy is set to explore new facets of this rich universe, offering fans even more stories to enjoy. So what are your thoughts about the first 2 Dune novels? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite fandoms, and thanks for watching.